How would you like to get all the picks of all the handicappers here at the site and save hundreds of dollars today? Yeah, I thought that would get your attention. Hi guys, Al DeMarco here, general manager of the site. And listen, many, many years ago, I created something called the Cappers Consensus. And I created this for one reason, to give you the ability to get all the plays of every single handicapper at this site and save you potentially hundreds of dollars a day, thousands of dollars a week, or even thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a month. That's right. By purchasing the Cappers Consensus, you get my plays, you get the plays of Jeff Benton, of Anthony Redd, of Matt Rivers, of every single handicapper that has a play at the site today, absolutely free. There are only two little exceptions, guys, and I'm going to be upfront with you. It's Trace Adams and Scott Delaney when they have their rare pay-after-you-win plays, and they are never their top-rated releases. Those are auxiliary plays. Everything else, though, every single play the handicapper has, you purchase the Cappers Consensus and you get their plays for one low discounted price. And again, just look any typical NFL Sunday, any college football Saturday. You look at the money you would be saving just by purchasing a one-day Cappers Consensus all-access pass. Easily $300, $400, $500, and the savings multiply. You can buy a one-day package, you can buy a 7-day package, you can buy a 30-day package. When all is said and done, guys, you would be saving thousands and thousands of dollars, and it gives you an advantage. The other thing is, not only does the Cappers Consensus save you money, it allows you to see the plays and the analysis of all the handicappers who may or may not be on the same game, and that allows you to put your opinion up against us, the best of us in the business. Once again, Cappers Consensus, one-day option, 7-day option, 30-day option, save thousands of dollars. Check it out. Have any questions? Email customer service. They're here to help. How would you like a shot at winning $300 of my money? No, guys, I'm not kidding around. DraftStreet.com. Fantasy football players, you know the deal. Every single week this NFL season, we're running a special free entry contest with $300 of my money at stake. I'm playing, you're playing against me, I'm playing against all of you out there. Free entry. You know the deal with DraftStreet.com. You're drafting a couple of quarterbacks, a couple of running backs, a couple of wide receivers. The top 15 finishers every single week, well, you get a shot at my $300. The top 15 finish in the money. Now, last year, guys, I finished in the money only one time the entire NFL season. But that doesn't mean this isn't my year. I love fantasy football. This is your chance to battle me, one-on-one, and yourselves out there. $300 at stake of my money, free entry, top 15, finish in the money every single week. All you got to do, click on the DraftStreet.com ads here on the site. Welcome back, everyone, to the Countdown to Kickoff Show, the only nationally televised show to break down all your NFL games from a point spread perspective. Al DeMarco along with Steve Budin. Before we go to Trace Adams, just want to remind you guys, I talked earlier about my credentials and what I've done over the years as a handicapper. I come into this season having won 9 of the last 10 seasons. I think I'd get my damn record right? And today I've got my opening game of the year, number 12 out of 15. Yes, I've won it 11 of the last 14 years. And for Steve, talked earlier how he relies on his crews, his sources, the syndicate plays to bring you selections. That Baltimore crew he alluded to at the top of the program, they are 39-19 the last 4 years, making a $10 better over $8,000. They've hit their opening game of the year each of the past 4 seasons, and they're on a 21-8 run with 59 plays. And
not too shabby.
With a 59 play today. So, I mean, you're talking about the number one crew that he's relied on over the last 4 seasons in the pros. Now, we head down to Atlanta, where Trace Adams is waiting to join us via video conference. How you doing, Trace?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing today?
Great. Trace has been a handicapper that I've known for over 25 years and one of the best in the business. He has a daily video report just like I do here online. And Trace, let's get to the first game here on the docket. You want to talk about the Jets and Buffalo. Jets laying 3 points at home against the Bills.
Yes, I do want to talk about that. Give me the Bills plus the points to get the Bills. I know both teams were winless in the preseason, but I also know that I am not putting any trust in this New York Jets offense that scored one meaningless touchdown in the preseason. I think Mark Sanchez has spent a little too much time playing around with Eva Longoria, to be quite honest with you. And I know the visitor in the...
Don't be jealous.
What's that?
Don't be jealous.
Well, is that a bad thing?
A little bit jealous. If we're talking Jessica Alba, maybe I'd be jealous. But Eva Longoria, he can have. Anyway, visitor in the series, 8-1 against the spread. Buffalo's the visitor here. Last year, they sprung the upset opening day at Kansas City in the underdog role. I like them, plus the points to come through against the Jets.
Other than his comments about Eva and Jessica Alba, I think he's crazy. I think the Jets are the play. I'm not worried about the fact that the first-team offense was scoreless in the preseason. It's the preseason. It means nothing. And I think with the new offensive coordinator, who used to be the Miami Dolphins head coach, Tony Sparano, they played it very vanilla, very bland during the preseason. Rex Ryan, proving year, they got to come out and they got to kick some you-know-what in week number 1.
Well, I've got breaking news when it comes to the Jets. So listen, now we all know that Rex Ryan lost 150 pounds over the offseason, and I thought he was just dieting and exercise, setting a good example for the rest of us. But then he comes out and he says, this is the best Jets team he's ever coached. So it's obvious the man is smoking crack. Now, if you're going to tell me that the Jets are built to beat mediocre teams, and that's why they're going to beat the Bills, well, then you may have a good argument there.
Because mediocrity resides in Buffalo, again, with Chan Gelly as head coach. By the way, the Jets have won 5 straight in the series, covered the last 4. So on we go. We disagree, but we live another day. Next game is going to be Detroit and St. Louis. I got to think you like the Lions or maybe the over in this contest?
Well, actually, this is my over special of the week. You're right on with that. I know the Rams, they have a new head coach in Jeff Fisher. I know he's been pretty offensive in his years in Tennessee. And to boot, 3 of the 4 preseason games the Rams played this year did go over the total. The Lions, indoors, they usually go over. I saw a stat there, 23-12 over with 2 pushes since the 2009 season. And they also went 2-1-1 in the preseason going over. I think we're going to see some offense here. Megatron lighting up the scoreboard, and I like the Lions and the Rams over the total.
I mean, the Lions are on a 23-12-2 overrun in their last 37 games.
Yeah, both quarterbacks should play good here, and neither defense is anything to speak about.
Yeah, and the Rams 2-14, 3-13 against the spread last year. I'll go with you on the over and the Lions as well. Last game you want to talk about is Carolina and Tampa Bay. Year number 2 for Cam Newton. Year number 1 for Greg Schiano, the former Rutgers coach, taking over a Bucs team that collapsed last season.
Yeah, and I'm going to give the nod to year number 2 Cam Newton here. Carolina with the sweep last year, both straight up and against the spread. As you said, Greg Schiano's first year. Tampa Bay comes in riding a 10-game straight-up regular season losing streak. I don't see it happening this week. He may get results, but it's not going to be this week. Give me the Panthers minus the points.
Yeah, I tend to agree with him there. I like Carolina, and although I will say Tampa, I'm not a big fan of Josh Freeman, okay, but they brought in a lot of good parts to surround him with Vincent Jackson, Dallas Clark, and they drafted Doug Martin, who's probably going to be the starting running back this year. I like the parts they're putting around him at least.
We have to see if they play together as a team. I don't like bad teams. To me, Tampa Bay just feels like a bad team, and you always say never put good money on bad teams.
No, and then you don't want to put good money on bad matchups either. And this is one of those games that's just begging you to stay away. Hey, Trace, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you again next week. Remember, Trace Adams every single day at the site has a daily video report just like I do, guys. And remember, no purchase is necessary, no registration is required. When you come to the site, you watch my video report. We have all types of different promotions, too. There's the charity play of the week because I believe there's some greater good that we can do with gambling where once a week I give you a top-rated selection of one of the handicappers here at the site, and if they happen to win, then I ask you to go ahead and make a donation to a charity, an organization, an individual of my choice. We have the $5 Play of the Week special. And today, for example, for Sunday's card, you want to save $20 off a single purchase, guys? All you've got to do is use this coupon code 20OPEN, 20OPEN, and you can save $20 off a single purchase at the site. Doesn't have to be my play or Steve's play. Whatever you want to do, you can save $20 using that coupon code 20OPEN. Listen, when we come back, we're going to kick off the next segment with Atlanta and Kansas City. We're going to get to Philadelphia, Cleveland as well, and we'll catch you right back in just a minute.